Hi everyone, good evening. Hope you're well. So this is class number 7, and I believe that you have learned so many things from this class. So I'm going to ask you a very quick question. If you can hear me and see me properly, answer this question is, so from these 6 classes, what's the most important thing you have learned? So what did you like most from this course? I mean, speaking English in 12 days. Very quickly, please type in the chat box, what did you like the most? Then we're going to jump into the class and we'll start. Okay, so last class was all about past form, subject plus verb 2. And today we're going to go in depth so that you can use this structure in different ways. For example, yes, no questions, deep question, and all that stuff. That's going to be very important for you. So please type in the chat box. So what did you learn the most? সবচেয়ে আপনার কি ভালো লেগেছে এই কোর্স থেকে? Quickly আমাকে একটু chat box এ লিখে জানান। Right. So very quickly, please. So just I'd like to see your answer, then we're gonna move forward. Very quickly, please type in chat box, you're gonna move forward. Okay, so now I can see the answer. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Okay, so Insana's answered Assalamu alaikum sir, wa alaikum assalam. You said, okay, you can see me properly. Thank you. Anybody else? Rami Begum said, Assalamu alaikum sir, wa alaikum assalam. Thank you. So just a quick question is, what did you like most from this course? A course is সবচেয়ে আপনার কাছে কোন জিনিসটা বেশি ভালো লেগেছে? Please type in chat box. I'd like to see. Very quickly, please type in chat box. What did you like most from this course? Speak English in 12 days. Once I get this answer, then I'll move forward. Okay. Thank you. Jibon said, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. Monir Islam said, good evening, good evening. Okay. John said everything. Thank you. So specifically, I'd like to know, what did you like most from this course? Speaking English in 12 days. Very specifically, answer me. I need to know, what did you like the most? Okay. So today, I would like to share with you a lot of important stuff. And the most important thing I would like to share with you is very, very important. And this is called visualization. So if you heard me right, please type in the chat box visualization. I'd like to share with you what's the importance of visualization and how this visualization is going to help you. And it helped me a lot in my personal life, business, and in my career. So make sure you understand the importance, the power, the force of visualization. So please type in the chat box visualization. Okay, so Arif said, I have a question, can I ask you? Of course you can. Monir Islam said, a practice system. Okay, thank you for sharing. So you loved the most practicing system. Aminul Islam said, Walaikum salam. Okay, so you are a new member of this group. Welcome to this group. So make sure you watch the previous classes as well. It's recorded on YouTube, right? So please type in the chat box quickly, visualization. I'd like to see you heard me right, visualization. Very quickly, type in the chat box visualization, because it's very, very important. So, and the next question I'm going to ask you, if you know the meaning of visualization. Type in the chat box if you know the meaning of visualization. Very quickly. Type in the chat box if you know the meaning of visualization. Okay. So visualization means sort of imagination, right? So yeah, that's right. Thank you for responding. John said visualization. Imon said, okay, Sami said visualization. Jay Zibon said visualization. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Dula said visualization. Thank you for responding. SS Khan said visualization. Thank you for responding. So now tell me, what's the meaning of visualization? What's the meaning of visualization? Please, very quickly, please answer me. What's the meaning of visualization? Very quickly, please answer me. What's the meaning of visualization? So visualization means imagination. That means you can see the future. That's called visualization, right? So please type in chat box. Visualization means seeing the future. Okay, let me tell you the other way. Visualization means seeing the probable future, potential future. That's called visualization. So you need to understand it. Please type in the chat box. Visualization means see the potential probable future. That's right. So in a word is called imagination. So this is very, very important. And you can see a lot of people, they don't have that much skill in their life, but they know how to do the visualization. They know how to visualize. And only for this reason, they achieve so much in their life, right? So all you got to do is you need to practice this visualization. And now I'm going to tell you my story. How did I visualize? So when I completed my thesis exam, I mean intermediate, I was not good student at all from my primary school, high school, even and college. I was not a bright student. However, I think the visualization that helped me, and that time probably I didn't understand about the visualization. Visualization ki sheta ami nijeo bustam na. However, I applied it in my life. So when I completed my intermediate college, then I started visualizing university, right? So I started doing the imagination. Well, one day I'll get admitted at a university. I will hang around in the campus. I will mix up with my friends, classmates, and it's gonna be so much fun. I started visualization, and what happened is the first time I was really, really busy because I didn't have enough mark to apply to Dhaka University even. I got like 1357. So for 3 marks, I couldn't apply to Dhaka University. However, that's not the thing I wanted to share with you is. So I got admitted at Dhaka College. My subject was botany. And I started studying that, but I didn't like it because, in my visualization, I started doing the imagination like going to the university, big university campus, so many students over there, nice building over there. That was in my head. That was in my visualization, right? So I had a friend who studied at Dhaka University. So sometimes I used to go with him to the Dhaka University campus, TSC, and I liked it very much. And when I go to Dhaka College, I hate myself. But when I go to Dhaka University with him, I liked it so much. I saw, students are hanging around here and there. They are sitting in front of the library. They go to TSC, they go to Modur Canteen. It's an awesome life, right? And I asked my friend so do you like this? And he said, I liked it so much. Even I don't feel good if I don't come to the campus. I said, wow, such a feelings, right? Then the second year, I told myself that I don't need any course, any subjects. If I get the admission without any subjects, probably I'll go there and I'll stay in that campus. So I applied so many universities, and as I told you, I was not very good in English. I was not that much bright student. So I saw myself on the waiting list at University of Chittagong. And when you see your name is on waiting list, so you get the, I wouldn't say the worst subjects. I would say the less popular subject you will get. So I got a call from waiting list that I have interview, and they asked me which subject you like to study. And before that, I knew that the subjects are available: Bengali, history, philosophy, and Islamic history. So I went to senior brothers and I said, which one is the easiest one? I mean, I don't have to study so much. Just I'll go to the class, enjoy the campus life. And they said, if you are not willing to study a lot, go to history. I mean, before exam, if you study like 15, 20 or 1 month, it's going to be good enough, and you can get a good grade as well. So I'm blessed that I got 3.47 in my honors, and master's something like this. I can't remember what I was getting. It was between 3 and 3.5, somewhere else between, right? So now, can you remember? So I told you, I started doing the visualization, and I ended up studying at university. So the same thing I would tell you. What do you like to be? What sort of things you'd like to achieve? Start doing the visualization. Start doing the imagination. So once you do that, you will see the opportunity to get that. And that's why. So if you'd like to study at university, go to Google, right? And type like some of the university you like. If you don't know about the university, that's fine as well. আপনাকে যেটা করতে হবে, গুগলে গিয়ে সার্চ দেন। So best university in London, best university in Birmingham, best university in UK. And once you see the name, go to their website, see the building, right? So once you see that, then you can start visualizing yourself that, okay, one day I'll go there and I'll study at that campus and I will enjoy my life. This is the thing you got to do. And once I studied University of Chittagong, then I didn't have any clue what I'm going to do in my life in the future. But again, I started doing something that's called visualization again. So I said, I'm going to traveling the world. So probably today in one city like Singapore, the other day would be Dhaka, the other day would be Lahore, the other day would be London, something like this, right? So I don't know. I love traveling. I love to visit new places. So that's why, again, I started doing the visualization that one day I will travel the world. However, so I was so busy with my business and all that stuff. Now I got settlement in the UK. I applied for a British passport as well. So now I have made my list. Which places, which country I'd like to go to. So I think from next month, or probably in 2 months' time, I'll start traveling the world. Like, first of all, I'll go to Europe, especially the beautiful places in the world, like Rome in Italy, then probably Lisbon in Portugal, then of course Switzerland. So can you please type in the chat box, which city you would like to travel in future? Which city you would like to visit? Type in the chat box very quickly. আমি একটু জানতে চাই যে আপনি কোন সিটি, কোন দেশ আপনি in future travel করতে চান, visit করতে চান, দেখতে চান. Type in the chat box very quickly. Very quickly, please type in the chat box. Okay. So let me continue the story. So I started doing the visualization that one day I'll travel the world. And you know, when I started watching the movies and all that stuff, I have seen the plane is taking off and it's landed, and I felt myself. I was in the plane. I was just landing. Right? I had a small briefcase. I am going and visiting the world because of my business, all that stuff. That's what I started doing the visualization. So visualization, it has got so many power in your life, right? So if you start doing the visualization right now, you will see its effect in future. So now let me know, what do you want to be in your life? Which university would you like to study? And as I told you, start doing the visualization. Imagine that. Just imagine that you are there, you are visiting, you are having a cup of tea or something else. So now I can see a lot of comments here. So Jahan said Turkey. Okay. So if you would like to visit Turkey, so do something research on Google, watch some YouTube video, and try to understand, feel it that you are there. So once you do that, you will get the opportunity to visit there. Trust me, Probably not today, probably in 2 months, 6 months, 6 years, or 10 years time, you'll remember me that I told you about the visualization. We have started doing the visualization. That's why you are there, right? So SS Khan said New York, London, Toronto. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Yeah, I love to visit New York and Toronto as well. SS Khan, I'm going to tell you another story. Is when I had entrepreneurship visa, I applied for USA visa, American visa, right? But I was rejected. And they said, if I would go to USA, probably I would not come back to UK or Bangladesh. So that's why they didn't give me the visa, right? So, but however, once I get my British passport, of course, I don't need any visa. It's like online application. Once you submit that, you can fly to USA anytime, right? So that's the power of British passport as well. So, and more than that, I would say the power of visualization, if you apply it, if you implement it, if you use it, you will get it, right? So Dula says Switzerland, Norway. Okay, that's a beautiful place to travel. Mokleson said USA. Okay, yeah, that's the biggest and beautiful place in I would say in America. Sami Ahmed said Italy and Rome. Okay, thank you for sharing. Yeah, so all you got to do is you need to do the visualization. So now answer me, how you gonna do your visualization? কিভাবে আপনি ভিজুয়ালাইজ করবেন, কিভাবে আপনি ফিউচারে কি কি করবেন, কোথায় যাবেন, কি এনজয় করবেন, সেগুলো দেখবেন। Type in the chat box how you're gonna do your visualization. Muhammad Ali, you've got a very big list: Kashmir, Makkah, Medina, Switzerland, Fiji, London, Korea, Japan, Spain, and so on. Oh my God, you've got a big bucket of list. Okay, so now let me know how you're gonna do your visualization. That's the thing I'd like to know from you. কিভাবে আপনি visualization করবেন? Type in the chat box. I'd like to see. So if you don't have any ideas, I'm going to tell you the truth. How you're going to do the visualization. For example, you'd like to visit Switzerland one day, or if you'd like to study Birmingham City University one day, go to Google and search the beautiful place in Switzerland, or search Birmingham, the beautiful campus of Birmingham City University. Search it. Probably you will get website of the university or some sort of videos on YouTube. Watch them. And once you finish them, then close your eyes and visualize yourself. Well, now I am learning English. I'd like to get 7 or 7.5 in IELTS. If I get 6, that's good enough as well. So then I'll make my application and I'll get the visa. I'll go to VFS. I'll receive the, packet. Then I'll open it and I'll open my passport and I'll see my visa over there. Then I will just tell goodbye to my friends. I'll fly to the UK, and one day I will just join my class and I'll roam around to the Birmingham City University campus, right? So close your eyes and just imagine, just see it, right? So once you can see it, once you close your eyes, that's called visualization. I repeat, you're gonna do a lot of researches. You're gonna see the websites. You're gonna see a lot of pictures on Google. You're gonna see the YouTube video. And once you do all the researches, then make a plan. Close your eyes, right? And do imagination that the whole process, that this, and I'm visiting the places. So once you close your eyes and see it, that's called visualization. Do you understand? Do you understand what do I mean by visualization? If you understand, please type in the chat box. Visualization means if I can see it closing my eyes. Type in the chat box. Visualization means if I can see it closing my eyes. And it means whatever you want to achieve in your life. Is it traveling? Is it university degree? It is, if it is making so much money, you got to do the visualization. So if you understand what do I mean by visualization, please type in the chat box. Visualization means seeing it closing my eyes. I'd like to see how many of you really understood the importance of visualization, the procedure of visualization. So visualization means seeing it closing my eyes. if I can see it closing my eyes. I'd like to see everyone else comment here. What do I mean by visualization? So it might not be traveling the world. It might be learning English, right? So now you are doing the classes. So just believe in yourself and close your eyes and just imagine that you have started speaking with your friends, and your friends said, hey, your speaking is really, really good. How did you learn it? And you got confidence. Then you started speaking in front of the class. So if you can close your eyes and if you can see it, that means you are doing the visualization, right? And then your class, the cheer it up. Wow, you have given a nice presentation in English. Then I start talking to foreigners and they will appreciate you. How did you learn English? You understand me, you ask a lot of questions, and if I ask, and I ask a lot of questions, you answer me in a beautiful way, right? So this is called visualization. So if you want to learn English, do the visualization as well. In the morning or when you go to bed, just close your eyes and do the visualization. I think that's the best time to do the visualization. When you go to bed and before sleeping, just thinking about whatever you want to achieve. And in your imagination, in your dream, go there, stay there. And this is how you're going to see the opportunity. Now I'm going to give you one more examples about the visualization. So I learned it from my mentor. I'm not going to lie to you. I learned it from my mentor, spending so much money. And he said, Habib, how much money you want to make? I said, £1 million in a year. I would like to see my turnover is £1 million. He said, how much money have you got right in the bank? When I was in mentorship program, that time I had like minus £9,000 because I spent lots of money on Facebook ad and I was really, really struggling. And I paid so much money for the mentorship program. And my mentor said, how much money you have got in the bank? I said, around minus £9,000 because my credit card limit was £9,000. I spent already like 8,700 or 800, something like this. He said, you got to forget this. You have got minus £9,000. So all you got to do is just you need to visualize that you have got a 7-figure amount in your bank. So all you got to do is every night when you go to sleep, don't worry, don't stress out yourself. Instead of stressing out yourself, just go in a good state, good mood, go to bed and just think about this. You have started learning business, you are earning money, so much money, you have got too many offices, like 3-4 offices, you have got over 20 or 30 staffs, they are working for you, they are helping you out, and you are serving your customers, and at the end, money is flowing into your bank account, and you can see just number is growing up, and you have got £1 million in the bank, right? So that's what he said. And believe me, what I started doing is I started doing that every single night. I started doing the visualization. And guess what? What happened? Type in the chat box. Type in the chat box. What happened? After I think 4 years, I hit £1 million turnover. After 4 years. It took me 4 years to hit 7-figure in pounds, not in Bangladeshi taka or rupee, something else. Right? So visualization is very, very powerful. Nobody will tell you how much power the visualization has got. All you got to do is every single night you need to do the visualization. So every night you need to do the visualization, you need to stay there, and during the daytime you need to work for it. You need to work so hard. That's the thing I did. At night I did visualization, and during the daytime I worked so hard. Still today I work like 14, 15, 17 hours. Every single day I work. And for my work, there are a lot of people, they hate me. They ask me, why do you work so much? Right? That's the thing. Yeah, so what happened is, after 4 years, I hit 7-figure. I hit £1 million figure, right? And probably you have seen one of the post. I mean, if you scroll down on my personal profile, I've showed you. So business is some sort of account like you are earning money and you're spending money, earning money, spending money on the rent, corporation tax, you give zakat, you pay the rent, you pay salary to the employees, you give commission to the agents, right? So this is how. And probably if you scroll down on my personal page, you will see a screenshot from the bank, like $250,000 is in the bank sitting over there. It didn't happen on me. It took me 4 years time to hit my £1 million figure, right? So from now on, and now my next visualization number is 10 million, deca million. So from now on, I'm just visualizing myself to see 10 million mark. And inshallah, one day I will hit that as well. I'm telling you right now. Right? So if Allah wants, if God wants, because at night I'm doing the visualization and during the day I'm working so hard. So this is very, very important. So if you haven't taken anything from this course, if you just taken this part, visualization, your life has been changed already. If you believe me, if you trust me, the importance of visualization, you are done. You will never ever struggle in your life. So you need to start doing the visualization from tonight. From tonight. So I think you understood. You understood what do I mean by visualization. So please type in the chat box if you really understood what I mean by visualization. I have given lots of examples. I have shared my experience, and the same thing I'm asking to do it. So please type in the chat box understood if you understand what do I mean by visualization, and if you understand the importance of visualization, the power of visualization. Type in the chat box understood. Type in the chat box understood. I'd like to see. Very quickly, type in the chat box understood. It might be your dream job. It might be BCS. It might be government job. It might be bank. Start doing the visualization. Do the visualization at night, and during the day, work for it. Right? So thank you. So is it helpful? Is it helpful? If it is helpful, please type in the chat box helpful. I'd like to see how many of you really found out that I have shared it with you about the visualization that is helpful. Type in the chat box if it is helpful. Okay, now we're gonna slowly moving to the course, but course is nothing. If you don't understand the fundamentals of changing your life, you cannot achieve that much. So that's the very important to understand the visualization, the fundamentals of changing your life. And I spend thousands of pounds to learn it, to apply it. And I also see the results, right? So can you remember that day I told you, you are the average of 7 people you are hanging around the most. You are the average of 7 people, right? So what I mean by that is, if you are not hanging around with the right people, change your circle. Just change your circle. That's what I did in my life. So I had so many friends. Still I respect them. I respect them. But when I learned it from my mentor that you are the average of 7 people you are spending time with. You are spending the most of the time. You are spending the most of the time with. So once I learned it, once I understood it, I changed my circle. I said, no, I don't like to be like that person. So I started, doing the communication less, and I started adding to my friend list whom I would like to be. So, and that's why I got, what should I say? Very nice people in my mentorship program. So I got, I would say, very nice people in my mentorship program. And probably 5 to 7 years ago, I started spending time with them, and they became my friends. And one of them is Dr. Javed Iqbal. So he used to teach in a Huddersfield University, and he left the job and he started doing the business, and he is earning so much money, right? So That's why you are here. That's why you are with hassle-free education. There is a reason you are here. Probably you already asked to your God that I'd like to change my life through education. Please, Allah, help me. And that's why you find me. I'm here in London, and probably you are somewhere else in South Asian countries, and we are communicating. I'm teaching you the good stuff so that you can change your life. And there's a proverb which said, when the student is ready, teacher appears. Type in the chat box. It's very important. When the teacher is ready, when the student is ready, teacher appears. Type in the chat box. I'd like to explain what I mean by that. Just type in the chat box. When the student is ready, teacher appears. When the student is ready, teacher appears. So you are ready. That's why you got me. And I'm teaching you a lot of very, very powerful stuff. Nobody will teach you. If you go to, what is called coaching center, you will find a very good English teacher, but probably they don't know this stuff because they didn't hit £1 million. They don't understand the visualization, the power of visualization, the importance of visualization. Yeah, so you are ready. That's why I'm here. And the same thing happened to my life. When I spent £12,000 one of my program, well, that was not that time. Probably when I spent like £1,000 in the program, I went to the program and I told my God, Ya Allah, show me the way so that I can do something in my life. I can find out a way to help other people and make money as well. And that's why I jumped into student consultancy business. I'm helping you for free. And on the top of that, once you go through this whole process, going to the airport to pick you up, and the whole journey I did, by helping you, just I'm making money. The same thing we do. We have got offices in London, Birmingham, Manchester, Dhaka, Sylhet, India, Pakistan. What do? We are helping students, and on the top of that, we are making money as well. Do you understand? So just by helping, making money, such a nice thing. And I could make money doing a lot of things, but I love my job because I can help other people. So this is very, very important. Now I'm going to ask you a direct question. Yesterday in the class, I told you to send 5 messages to 5 people to be a speaking partner. So how many messages have you sent to the group? How many messages have you sent to the group? How many of you has written a message that, hey Dula, I have watched all of your videos. Your speaking is really good. I'd like to practice with you. I'd like to be your speaking partner. So I told you yesterday that you need to find a speaking partner. So how many of you got a speaking partner right now? Okay, first question is, how many messages have you sent to your classmates? Because as I told you, you need to make friends here because you are the average of 7 people you are spending time with, right? So please type in the chat box, how many messages have you sent to your classmates that you would like to be your speaking partner? Okay, Insana Jahan said, I have already a partner, so I didn't text anyone. Okay, Jahan, still, I'd like to tell you, so please find out from this group 1 or 2, practice with them. The more you're gonna practice, the more you're gonna be fluent. Prince Ashraful Chaudhary said 1. No, Ashraful, I said 5. You should send message to 5 people, and you should schedule. Okay, now listen to me very carefully. This is the instruction. This is the order I'm giving you, right? So as a teacher, I'm giving you this order. Make sure you apply it. Step 1, you're going to write a message. Hi, XYZ. I have watched your video and I found you are very serious to improve your English. I would like to be your speaking partner. So So will you be my speaking partner? Send a message to 5 people. So step 1, write a message. Step 2, send to 5 people. Step 3, once you get response, schedule a time every single day, how long you're gonna practice. 3 steps. Step 1, write a message. Step 2, send to 5 people. Step 3, schedule a time, probably at least 30 minutes, you're gonna practice with him or her. 3 steps formula. You got it? So if you got it, please type in chat box 3 steps I will follow. 3 steps I will follow. Just type in the chat box very quickly. It's very, very important. 3 steps I will follow. So if you don't understand what I'm saying, you're gonna miss almost everything. This is very, very important. So make sure you write the message, you send to 5 people, you schedule a time to practice. 3 steps formula. Please type in the chat box 3 steps formula. Otherwise, you know, whatever I'm teaching you, I'm sharing it with you, it's not going to work. Right? This is something like you are sick, so you went to hospital, you met the doctor, and you got the prescription, you went to pharmacy, you took the medicine and put it into the shelf. You didn't take it, right? Will it work if you just take the medicine and if you put it in the shelf? So according to the prescription, you need to take it. Otherwise, you will not get benefit out of it. So I'm giving you the prescription, I'm giving you the medicine, I'm giving you the drugs, but you are putting into the shelf. You are not applying it. You are not having it. So please type in the chat box 3 steps formula. 3 steps formula I will follow. Type in the chat box. 3 steps formula I will follow. Step 1, I'd like to write a nice message, giving some sort of positive feedback. Step 2, sending 5 people. Step 3, schedule a time to practice. And you got to have at least 2 people to practice every single day. 30 minutes and 30 minutes, 1 hour. That's enough. That's enough. Right? So now I'd like to read how many of you would like to follow this 3-step formula. Okay, MD Mashuk said I'll follow. Monica said I'll follow. Jan said 3 steps I'll follow. Okay, thank you for responding. Jola said 3 steps I'll follow. Moklesin said something and deleted. I'm not sure what is that. SS Khan said when the students ready, teacher appear. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Lucky Begum said 3 steps formula I'll follow. Okay, now I'd like to make it a bit easier. So probably you might feel shy when you approach to a opposite sex. Like if you are male, if you approach to female, probably you are feeling shy. So in that case, just find out the same category. Like if you are female, approach to female. If you are male, approach to male. And it doesn't matter, male, female. But if you are really shy, you can do that as well. Right? So this is the homework I'm going to give you. Tomorrow, I'll ask you how many speaking partner have you got? Sending the message. Just give a direct message. So watch the video, put a comment. Thank you for sharing, or it's a nice presentation, or excellent, or cool, or brilliant. Watch 5 videos, then send a message. 5 videos, 5 comments, send a message. 5 videos, 5 comments, send a message. 5 videos, 5 comments, send a message. And give me a report. How many people have replied to you? Don't message randomly, especially who submitted the homework. Just send them the message, because you know, I know they are the serious people to speak. They are the serious people to practice with you. And some people, you know, they jump in, they are saying, yeah, I'd like to learn English, and after a few days they have gone, they don't follow my instruction, they don't give the presentation. Don't approach to them. You're going to waste your time. They are the time waster. Right? They are the time waster. So you need to follow this formula, 3 steps formula. Write a message, send to 3 people or 5 people, and schedule a time. And make sure you are giving presentation as well. Because if you don't give the presentation, how the other person will trust you that you are a serious person? Did you get me? So if you don't submit your homework, you are not serious student. So make sure you submit your homework. Every single day, give a nice presentation. Okay, so now the last question I'm going to ask you before jumping into the class. How many presentation have you submitted already? Type in the chat box. So if you submitted all, please type in the chat box all. If you have submitted 5 presentation, please type in the chat box 5. If you have submitted 4 presentation, please type in the chat box 4. If you have submitted 3 presentation, please type in the chat box 3. If you 2, type in the chat box 2. If you haven't submitted any presentation, no comment at all. You are not serious. Type in the chat box. How many presentation have you given? Thank you. Thank you for responding. So Jahan said all. Congratulations, Jahan. So anybody else? Just I'd like to see how many presentation have you given? Okay, Prince says 6 all. Okay, thank you. Monil said only 3. Okay, please make sure you give the rest of the presentation. Otherwise, the other students will not take you seriously. They'll think you are the time master as well. So make sure that you are giving all presentation. Right. So now we're gonna jump into the class. Yes. So structure number 1 was subject plus be verb. Structure number 2 was subject plus verb 1. Structure number 3 was do plus subject plus verb 1 question mark. Structure number 4 was WS plus do plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Structure number 5 was subject plus verb 2. Right. So these are the 5 structure we have learned, we have practiced, and we have given a presentation regarding this 5 structure. Am I right? So how many structure we have practiced, learned, and presented? Please type in the chat box. How many structure? Very quickly, type in the chat box. How many structure have you learned, practiced, and presented? Type in the chat box. Very quickly, type in the chat box. So today is going to be structure number 6. So structure number 6 is do verb plus subject plus verb 1. But this is past. That's why do. We're going to write down did. We're going to make do into did. So did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Can you please type in the chat box? Structure number 6 is did, subject, verb 1, question mark. Type in the chat box. Did, subject, verb 1, question mark. Structure number 6 is did, subject, verb 1, question mark. Quickly type in the chat box. To দ্রুত chat box আমাকে জানান structure number 6 টা কি? Did, subject, verb 1, question mark. Very quickly. So now it's the same thing, right? We're going to follow this structure. Did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Okay. Thank you, Tashrin. Thank you, Jahan, for responding quickly. Did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Thank you. Thank you. So now, so did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. So what I'm going to do, I'll find out the lecture. So did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Okay, thank you for responding. Monul Islam, thank you, Muhammad Ali. So did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. I'd like to see everyone else comment. Everyone else. সবার কমেন্ট একটু দেখতে চাই। আমাকে একটু দ্রুত কমেন্ট করে জানান। Did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'll share my screen so that you can see it. Okay, so did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. That was the structure. Did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. So did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Now, so this is how I need to make questions. So we're going to practice it fast. Then I'm going to ask you a few questions. So this is how I need to make questions. So did I listen? Did we listen? Did you listen? Did you listen? Did they listen? Did he listen? Did she listen? Did it listen? Did Tony listen? So this is how we're gonna make a lot of sentences, right? Are you ready? If you are ready, please practice with me. This is the good opportunity to practice with me. So when I say 3, 2, 1, go, you need to practice with me loudly, right? Room farai felen. So ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. Did I listen? Did you listen? Did you listen? Did you listen? Did they listen? Did he listen? Did she listen? Did it listen? Did Tony listen? Thank you. Thank you. Now, what I'm going to do, I'll just change the verb. Did I practice? Did I practice? Did we practice? Did you practice? Did you practice? Did they practice? Did he practice? Did she practice? Did it practice? Did Tony practice? Now, we're going to make 9 sentences in one breath. Are you ready? If you're ready, please practice with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. Did I practice? Did you practice? Did you practice? Did you practice? Did they practice? Did he practice? Did she practice? Did it practice? Did Tony practice? Okay. So now, can you please type in chat box, how many sentences have you made in one breath? If you made 9 sentences in one breath, please type in the chat box 9:1. If you made 8, please type in the chat box 8:1. If you made 7, please type in the chat box 7:1. Quickly, very quickly type in the chat box, how many sentences have you made in one breath? So now, right, so I can see a lot of comments here. MD Babu said 9, Jahan said 9:1, thank you. Ashraf said 9:1, thank you Ashraf. Monica said 9:1, thank you. MD Babu said 9:1, thank you. Rokia Begum said D plus subject plus Baban, okay. Tasrin said 9:1, thank you for responding. Manu said 9:1, thank you. So now we're gonna make this, we're gonna practice this structure. Did I share on Facebook? Did we share on Facebook? Did you share on Facebook? Did you share on Facebook? Did they share on Facebook? Did he share on Facebook? Did she share on Facebook? Did it share on Facebook? Did Tony share on Facebook, right? Just I have added share on Facebook. Did you share the last class on your Facebook? It might be that question, right? So please practice with me. Ready? So once I say go, you need to practice with me. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start loudly. Did I share on Facebook? Did you share on Facebook? Did you share on Facebook? Did you share on Facebook? Did they share on Facebook? Did he share on Facebook? Did she share on Facebook? Did it share on Facebook? Did Tony share on Facebook? Okay, got it. Now I'm gonna ask you a question. Now answer me. I'm gonna ask you a question, you need to answer me, right? So did you share the previous class on Facebook? Answer me in the chat box. Be honest. If you share on Facebook, please type in chat box, yes, I did. If you didn't share on Facebook, please type in chat box, no, I didn't. And be honest with you. Give me the honest answer. Very quickly type in the chat box. The question is, did you share the previous class on Facebook? If you shared, answer me, yes, I did. If you didn't share, please type in chat box, no, I didn't. And the reason I'm giving this a specific example is you should support the good deeds. আপনাকে ভালো কাজের অবশ্যই সাপোর্ট করতে হবে. I'm helping you, you should help 5 more people. That's my policy, business policy. I'm helping you for free, you should help 5 other people for free. So if you didn't share it, they will not know about us. We cannot help. And as my mission is to help at least 1 million of students in my life, so you should support my great cause, right? So don't lie. If you didn't share it, please type in the chat box, no, I didn't. So Monirul, answer should be in past. Did you share the last class on Facebook? So did you share? I asked the question using did, past form, past tense. So you should follow this tense. Answer should be yes, I did, or no, I didn't. Thank you. So I can see a lot of students, they shared it. So Ronnie, Thank you so much. It's from my heart. Thank you, Sami. Yes, you shared. Tastin, you didn't share. That's fine, but please share from today. Monica, please share from today. Because if you don't support the good deeds, good work, so it's going to be vanished. আপনারা যদি ভালো কাজের সাপোর্ট না করেন, প্রশংসা না করেন, তাহলে এই ভালো কাজ আর হবে না আপনার দেশে, আপনার কমিউনিটিতে। So always you should support the good work, right? And আপনারা ভালো কাজের সাপোর্ট করেন না, এই কারণেই I'm not telling the other countries, I'm talking about my mother country, Bangladesh, right? আপনারা ভালো কাজের সাপোর্ট করেন না, এই কারণে আজকে খারাপ লোকজন বেশি বেশি জায়গা দখল করে নিচ্ছে। So you should support good people, positive people. Even in your community, আপনি যদি ভালো কাজের সাপোর্ট না করেন, আপনার কমিউনিটিতে খারাপ লোকজন চলে আসবে। Even I have seen, my parents, my father was a high school teacher and my mother was a primary school teacher. I know about the schooling system. And now in the managing committee, I can see a lot of illiterate people there in the managing committee because your parents didn't support the good deeds. That's why the bad people came into the community as a leader. Do you understand? So you should support the good work. ভালো কাজের অবশ্যই আপনাকে সাপোর্ট করতে হবে, নাইলে খারাপ লোকজন এসে সেই প্ল্যাটফর্ম নিয়ে যাবে। Do you understand? So I'm helping you, you should help 5 other people. Spread out the positive thing. And one thing I do believe that, so you shouldn't complain about yourself. And always I tell my students that if you are born poor, that's fine. But if you die poor, you made a crime. That's what I do. That's what I believe. If you are born poor, that's fine, absolutely fine. But if you die poor, that's a crime. Type in the chat box. I'd like to see it. So type in the chat box, if I was born poor, that's fine. But if I die poor, that's a crime. আপনি যদি গরিব হিসেবে জন্মগ্রহণ করে থাকেন, that's absolutely fine. You can change your life through education. But আপনি যদি গরিব হিসেবে মারা যান, that's a crime because you didn't do anything for the country, for the family, for the community, for the world, for the universe. So type in the chat box, if I was born poor, that's fine. But if I die poor, that's a crime. That's what I think. Right? So now, alhamdulillah, I can help my family, myself, my community, my country. So this kind of help you should do as well. So why I'm saying this? Because you should support the good deeds, good works, good people. So if I ask you, will you share this class on your Facebook? Please type in chat box. Yes or no? Okay. Type in the chat box. Would you share this class on Facebook? Yes or no? Type in the chat box. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Taswin said, if I was born poor, that's fine. But if I die poor, that's a crime. Yeah, absolutely. You should believe it. You should believe it. And I was not born in a affluent family, rich family. I made it by myself. Of course, I got a lot of support from my family, friends, my wife, my parents, my brothers and sisters, from my students as well, right? So, I'm blessed. I got help from so many people. So I'd like to give back. And this is how we are giving back. There are a lot of, coaching centers, IELTS centers. Sometimes they give me a call and they say, are you mad? Why are you giving these free classes? And you also know that we are running IELTS free classes with the best teachers in the world, right? Bobby sir and Arifin sir, one of them got 8.5 out of 9, the other one got 8 in IELTS. They are conducting the class and the course is completely free. A lot of students are joining the class, enjoying the class, doing the course, and they're going to sit for IELTS exam. right? So I know this might be some sort of threat for the other coaching centers who are taking money. I'm not blaming them that they are taking money. Of course, they're selling their product and service, they should charge you. But why I'm doing this? Because I'm giving you back. So yeah, just take 1% from this course. Your life would be changed. And also I'm doing one kind of visualization here. Believe me, this is the real thing I'm sharing with you. Just looking into your eyes and I'm saying this truth. So my mission is to help a lot of students to bring into the UK universities. And personally, I and my team would like to support them until they get the settlement. And after that, I will throw a party with 100 students who got settlement with British passport. That's my mission right now. I have made so much money. Still, I'm making so much money. Now the money that doesn't make me satisfied. But the mission I have got is 100 British passport holders. I'd like to see them, meet them in a restaurant, in a big restaurant. And that's the mission I have got. That's what I'm visualizing right now. So you might be one of them, I'm not sure. So probably you are listening to my lecture, and probably that day I'm doing the visualization. You will come to me and say, Assalamu alaikum, Habib Shah. Can you remember you have done 12 This Speaking Challenge? And you told in front of the camera that you'd like to throw a party with 100 people who got British passport. And he started from the 12 This Speaking Challenge, then IELTS class, then taking admission at the university, then finishing the course. You have supported me through different settlement process. And now I got my British passport. Now I am in this restaurant. I'd like to thank you. So I'm really greedy to get to that thank. Do you understand? I have started doing that visualization. I'm visualizing that you are taking this course, then IELTS, then taking admission at university, facing a lot of challenges in the UK, then finally you got your British passport and you are in the restaurant and you are thanking me. That's right now. Just if I close my eyes, I can see it. This is my another mission. Do you understand? So as I'm focusing a lot about the visualization, I'm giving you one more example about the visualization. So you have seen already, I have written a book. The name of the book is The Entrepreneur's Cry and Smile. And you know I'm an entrepreneur, right? So in my book, in the last page, I have written that in certain time, I will buy a house. Just I have written in the book, I will buy a house in the United Kingdom, in England. And guess what happened? Guess what happened? Answer in the chat box. What happened? I started doing the visualization. I'll buy a house. I'll say the house would be a small front garden. It's going to be at least 2 bedrooms, nice garden, long garden, and just someone will live there, either me or someone else. And what happened after doing the visualization? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So last month, I bought a house in cash. It was like 153,000 pounds. 153 grand. I bought it cash. You know, people go to bank, they do the mortgage and all that stuff. I paid it cash. And it started with visualization. Do you understand the importance of visualization? And I'm telling you, if you do the visualization, and if you keep continuing doing the visualization, it will happen in your life. That happened to my life. So do the visualization, learning English, speaking English, do the visualization, getting a good score in IELTS exam. Do the visualization that you started studying at UK University. Do the visualization that you jumped into post-study or 2 years work permit, working so hard. Do a visualization that so you jump into different visa, like work permit or business visa, something else. do the visualization that you applied for ILR, I mean independent leave to remain, that's called permanent residence. And after 1 year, you have got a British passport. Just do the visualization. So do the visualization at night and work for it during the daytime. You'll get it. You will definitely get it. You will get it, right? So thank you for listening to me. So what I'm saying is, so the question I asked you, did you share the previous class on the Facebook? And some of you said yes I did, and some of you said no I didn't. Just share this class. It's gonna change someone's life. All you got to do is you need to just click the share button. So what I'm gonna do after finishing this class, I will put into the Facebook group UK study visa, and just you need to share it. Please share it. It's gonna change someone else's life. And probably the person will come to you and say, can you remember you have shared a video and I watched the class, then I didn't miss even a single class, and a lot of things happened to my life, and thank you so much. They're gonna come to you and they're gonna thank you. So please share. Please spread out the message, what I'm trying to. Even if you see a lot of groups, they're struggling to learn English, ask them to join hassle-free education, to join UK study visa group. They are giving you a spoken course free, IELTS course free. Okay, so make sure you do it. So now the question was, did you share the previous class on Facebook? You said yes I did, and someone said no I didn't. That's fine. So all you got to do is you need to follow the tense. Please type in the chat box, I will follow the tense. This is very important in English. If you ask a question using the past, did you share the previous class on Facebook? Your answer should follow past tense. Did you share the previous class on Facebook? I started the question with did, past tense. So you should answer me, yes, I did. And if it is negative, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. Right? So this is how you need to. So please type in the chat box, I will follow the tense. Otherwise, there's going to be a mistake for you. So make sure you follow the tense. Always follow the tense. Now, I'll ask you a lot of questions. The next question I'll ask you using WS question. So the first question I ask you, did you share the previous class on Facebook? You said yes, I did. Right? So imagine that you shared the previous class on Facebook. Just imagine. যদিও আপনি শেয়ার না করে থাকেন, তারপর ইমাজিন করেন যে আপনি ফেসবুকে শেয়ার করেছেন. Now the next question I'm asking you, why did you share the previous class on Facebook? Please answer me in the chat box. Why? Why did you share the previous class on Facebook? I shared previous class on Facebook because da 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 da. I'd like to see your answer, right? So we are practicing asking and answering. So I can see if you can apply right now. So I'm asking you a question. Why did you share previous class on Facebook? Please answer me in the chat box. Very quickly. Please answer me in the chat box. Why did you share previous class on Facebook? Thank you. Thank you for responding. So the next question I'm going to ask you. Next question I'm going to ask you, when? When did you share previous class on Facebook? When? I'm asking a time. In the morning, in the evening, at night, at 7 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, whatever the time. So please type in the chat box. Give me the answer. When did you share the previous class? When did you share the last class on Facebook? When? Type in the chat box. Give me the answer very quickly. Okay, so Zahan said, I share previous class on Facebook because it will help others. Excellent answer. So Zahan, you need to put past tense. I ask you, did you share? So you should say, I shared, right? Past form, verb to. Make sure you put verb to. Excellent answer. So your answer should be, I shared previous class on Facebook because it, so you can say it would help others. Okay, so next question I'm asking you, when did you share on Facebook? Don't play shortcut, Muhammad Ali. Give me the full answer. Give me the full answer. Okay, Monica said I shared previous class on Facebook because it helped others. Okay, so Monica, you made the same mistake. আপনি একই ভুল করেছেন, past tense of I shared. I shared. Tasrin, excellent. I shared previous class on Facebook because it would help others, or it will help my Facebook friends. Excellent answer. Thank you. Yes, that's right. I shared. Okay, thank you. So next question is, when did you share the last class on Facebook? When? When did you share the last class on Facebook? So answer me in the chat box. কখন আপনি গত ক্লাসটা শেয়ার করেছিলেন? Previous ক্লাসটা কখন আপনি শেয়ার করেছিলেন? Please type in chat box. So Ashraful, you are playing shortcut. No, give me the full answer. I shared the last class on Facebook at 12 o'clock. Give me the full answer. Don't play shortcut. Right? So yeah, type in the chat box. So next question I'm going to ask you, how did you share the last class on Facebook? How? I'm not giving you the answer. I'd like to see your answer. I'd like to see if you can answer it. How did you share on Facebook? How? How did you share the last class on Facebook? কিভাবে আপনি গত ক্লাসটা শেয়ার করেছিলেন ফেসবুকে? Okay, I shared the last class last night. Okay, excellent answer. So how did you share the previous class on Facebook? Very quickly, please type in chat box. How? কিভাবে? How did you share the previous class on Facebook? Very quickly, please answer me. How did you share the last class on Facebook? How did you share the previous class on Facebook? I shared the last class by tap the share button from YouTube. Okay, excellent. That's a good answer. Or you can say I copied the link from YouTube, then I shared it, or I went to the group or found it on the group and I just shared I clicked the share button. Okay, excellent answer. I clicked the share option and shared it. Thank you, Muhammad Ali. Yeah, that's the nice answer, right? So now the next question I'm going to ask you, did you submit your homework? Did you submit your homework yesterday? Answer me in the chat box. Did you submit your homework yesterday? আপনি কি গতকালকে আপনার হোমওয়ার্ক সাবমিট করেছিলেন কিনা? So answer me in the chat box very quickly. Thank you for answering. Thank you. Okay, so Jan said I shared the last class via the share option or share button. Okay, excellent answer. So the next question I'm asking you, did you submit your homework yesterday? Very quickly answer me. Okay, just imagine you did. Yes, I did submit my homework yesterday. Or you can say, yes, I submitted my homework yesterday. Thank you. Thank you. The next question is, just imagine you submitted, all of you submitted the homework yesterday. Next question is, why did you submit your homework? Why? Why did you submit your homework? So past tense, it should follow past. Why did you? Why did, past tense, why did you submit your homework? So dear IELTS candidates, make sure you follow the tense. So listen carefully to the examiner. So the examiner will ask you, why did you submit your homework yesterday? Why did you? So you need to make sure what the examiner said, did or does or do. So if did, then you need to follow past tense. If do or does, present form. And you need to answer according to the form, right? If it is past, answer in past. If it is present, answer in the present. Right. So next question is, why did you submit your homework yesterday? Why? Give me a reason. Why? Why did you submit your homework yesterday? Why did you submit your homework yesterday? Why? Why did you submit your homework yesterday? Okay, thank you for answering. Thank you for answering. So next question is, when? When did you submit your homework yesterday? When? I'm asking for a time. When? When did you submit your homework yesterday? Please answer me quickly. When? When did you submit your homework yesterday? When did you submit your homework yesterday? When did you submit your homework yesterday? Okay, excellent. Thank you. Question said, I submitted my homework to develop my speaking skill in English. Excellent answer. Excellent. So the first question was, why did you submit your homework? Next question is, second question is, when did you submit your homework? The third question I'm going to ask you is, where? Where did you submit your homework? Where? Kothai? Where did you submit your homework? Please type in the chat box. So Jan said, I submitted my homework yesterday to improve my English speaking skill. Excellent answer. Thank you. Monica said, I submitted my homework because it improved my skill. Excellent. Thank you for responding. Ronnie said, yes, I submitted my homework today. Not at today, just today, around 9 o'clock. I submitted my homework at 5 o'clock. Excellent. Thank you for answering. Muhammad Ali said, I submitted my homework at 8 p.m. Thank you for answering. So, okay, last question was, where? Where did you submit your homework? Where did you submit your homework? So you know the group name, UK Study Visa. So I submitted my homework on Facebook group, or I submitted my homework on UK Study Visa. Right? So the last question was, where did you submit your homework? Kothay apni apnar homework submit korechilen? Okay, Prince said, I submitted my homework because I follow your direction. Okay, excellent answer. Mohammad Ali said, I submitted my homework, UK Study Visa. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for responding. So now, you know, how does thing work? So what I'm going to do, I will practice with you, because you know there's a structure right now. WS plus DID plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. So this is structure number 5, 6, 7, I think. So structure number 1 is what is called subject plus verb. Structure number 2 is subject plus verb 1. Structure number 3, do plus subject plus verb 1. Structure number 4, WS plus do plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Structure number 5 was subject plus verb 1, verb 2. Structure number 6 was did plus subject plus verb 1. So structure number 7 is WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Can you please type in chat box? Structure number 7 is WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. I would like to see everyone else answer right now. Quickly, type in the chat box. WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. I'm going to give you 30 seconds to type it. WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for responding. So now we're going to practice with this. WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Very quickly, please type in chat box. Structure number 7 is WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Okay, Tashin, thank you for responding. WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Thank you, Dr. Spy. Thank you, Jahan. WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Monique Carter, structure number 7. WS plus did plus subject plus verb 1 plus question mark. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Munir Islam said WS plus did plus subject plus verb plus question mark. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Yeah, that's right. So now we're going to practice. So practice with me loudly. I'm going to practice, right? So we're going to start with why. So why did I practice? Why did you practice? Why did you practice? Why did you practice? Why did they practice? Why did he practice? Why did she practice? Why did it practice? Why did Tony practice? So can you see? Just I'm following this sequence. Why did I practice? Why did we practice? Just I'm following the sequence. So you got to follow the sequence as well, right? So now you need to practice with me. So we're going to start with why. All you got to do, you need to give me 9 sentences using why. Ready? If you're ready, so please practice with me loudly. Loudly. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. Loudly. Why did I practice? Why did you practice? Why did you practice? Why did he practice? Why did they practice? Why did he practice? Why did she practice? Why did it practice? Why did Tony practice? Right? So if you made 9 sentences using why, please type in the box 9. I'd like to see how many of you made 9 sentences. Right. So now we're going to practice with when. When. The same way. When did I practice? When did we practice? When did you practice? When did you practice? When did they practice? When did he practice? When did she practice? When did it practice? When did Tony practice? Right? So just following the sequence. Just following the sequence. When did I practice? Now we're going to practice together. Are you ready? Ready? So now you need to give me 9 sentences using one breath. এক নিঃশ্বাসে আমাকে সবগুলো সেন্টেন্স বলবেন. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go, let's start. So when did I practice? When did you practice? When did you practice? When did you practice? When did they practice? When did he practice? When did she practice? When did it practice? When did Tony practice? Right. So one more time, we're going to practice it when. When. আমরা when দিয়ে কি করব? 9টা সেন্টেন্স তৈরি করব. Are you ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go, let's start. Loudly. 9 sentence এক নিঃশ্বাসে. Yeah, keep going. So when did I practice? When did you practice? When did you practice? When did you practice? When did he practice? When did she practice? When did it practice? When did Tony practice? Right. So if you made 9 sentences in one breath, please type in chat box 9:1. Very quickly. 9:1. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for responding. I can see Douglas Paul said 9, Tassin said 9, Monica said 9, Mohammad Ali said 9. Thank you. Thank you for responding. Now we're going to practice it where. Where? So where did I practice? Where did you practice? Where did you practice? Where did they practice? Where did he practice? Where did she practice? Where did it practice? Where did Tony practice? Right. So where দিয়ে আমরা কি করব? 9টা সেন্টেন্স তৈরি করব এক নিঃশ্বাসে, right? So before that, I'd like to see how many of you made 9 sentences on breath. Isham Zahab, sorry, Insana Zahan said 9:1. Thank you, Zahan. Tastin said 9:1. Munir said 9:1. Monica said 9:1. Director said 9:1. Mohammad Ali said 18:1. That means you made twice. Thank you. Thank you for responding. So congratulations. Okay, thank you. Thank you for responding. So now we're gonna make sentence using how. How, right? So you need to give me 9 sentences in one breath. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. How did I practice? How did you practice? Yeah, keep going. Keep going loudly. Loudly. Keep going. So yeah, how did I practice? How did you practice? How did you practice? How did you practice? How did they practice? How did he practice? How did she practice? How did he practice? How did Tony practice? Thank you. Thank you for responding. The last one is which. So after which, what do you need to put? Which এর পরে কি বসাতে হবে? আমাকে একটু চ্যাট বক্সে লিখে জানান. So after which, what do you need to put? N means noun. So after which, we always need to put something is called noun. A noun বসাতে হবে which এর পরে. So which language? Which language? So এটা দিয়ে আমরা প্র্যাকটিস করব 9টা সেন্টেন্স. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. Yeah, let's start. Which language? Which language did I practice? Which language did you practice? Which language did you practice? Which language did they practice? Which language did they practice? Which language did he practice? Which language did she practice? Which language did it practice? Which language did Tony practice? Thank you. Thank you for responding. Yeah, that's right. After which, we need to put a noun. So which language দিয়ে আমরা 9টা সেন্টেন্স তৈরি করব? এক নিঃশ্বাসে। Ready? Ready. So this time you're gonna practice, right? So try to give me 9 sentences using one breath. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Let's start. So which language did I practice? Which language did you practice? Which language did you practice? Which language did they practice? Which language did he practice? Which language did she practice? Which language did you practice? Which language did Tony practice? Thank you. Thank you for responding. Right. So now I'm gonna give you a topic. And the topic is this. I need to talk with 3 minutes. So before that, I would like to ask you a question. So I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding what is called. Okay, so it's better. I mean, if I ask you a question face to face, right? So now I'm going to ask you a few questions using about your holiday. So if I ask you, did you go to holiday last year? Did you go to holiday last year? So if you went, please type in the chat box, yes, I did. If you didn't, type in the chat box, no, I didn't. So very quickly, type in the chat box, did you go to holiday last year? If you went, answer, yes, I did. If you didn't, answer, no, I didn't. Okay, next question I'm going to ask you, where did you go? So during your last holiday, where did you go? Where did you go? আপনি কোথায় গিয়েছিলেন? Answer me in the chat box. So during your last holiday, where did you go? During your last holiday, where did you go? Okay, so Dula, I know you didn't go to holiday. That's fine. Just imagine you went to holiday, right? And you should give me some answers, right? So where did you go? So now imagine that you went to holiday. সবাই imagine করেন যে আপনি holiday গিয়েছিলেন. And the next question is, where did you go? Right? Give me the answer. Where did you go? Next question is, when did you go there? 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 Next question is, why did you go there? Why? কেন আপনি সেই জায়গায় গিয়েছিলেন? Why? Why did you go there? Right? Why did you go there? And the next question is, how did you go there? How? How did you go there? কিভাবে সেখানে গিয়েছিলেন? How? The next question is, how long did you stay there? কত দিন যাবত ছিলেন? কত সপ্তাহ? কত মাস? How long did you stay there? So the difference between stay and live is, if you stay somewhere temporarily, that's called stay. And if you stay there permanently, that's called live. For example, if I go somewhere else for holiday, I say I stayed there for 5 days. And if I stay somewhere else permanently, for example, I live in Harlow, I say, right? So that's the difference. Stay short term, live long term. Okay. So next question is, how long did you stay? And the final question is, any interesting memory with that particular holiday? সেই হলিডের সাথে আপনার কোনো particular memory আছে কিনা? And now, so if you'd like to sit for IELTS exam, you shouldn't play shortcut. You should give long answer. You should speak at least for 3 minutes, right? So now we are practicing cue card. Type in the chat box if you understand. Type in the chat box cue card. So আমরা এখন কি প্র্যাকটিস করতেছি? কিউ কার্ড প্র্যাকটিস করতেছি. This is very, very important for IELTS candidate. So the same way, you need to solve your cue card. You need to practice at home at least one cue card every single day. So now the question is, so probably you might be asking, so now I got a speaking partner, how I'm going to practice? This is how you need to practice. You need to take a cue card, then you need to ask questions. Then you need to answer it, then you need to speak about the cue card, right? So dear IELTS student, if you are struggling with generating ideas, all you got to do is you need to ask these sort of questions. You should ask the topic. You should ask different sort of questions to topic, and the answer you got, that's your idea. I repeat, আপনারা যারা IELTS এর ক্যান্ডিডেট, আইডিয়া জেনারেট করতে পারতেছেন না, তাদের জন্য সলিউশন হলো যখনই আপনি কিওয়ার্ড দেখবেন, কিওয়ার্ডকে WS দিয়ে কোশ্চেন করবেন। Where, when, how long, and any interesting memory or any incident. That's it. You got your idea. Do you understand? If you understand, please type in chat box understand. Very quickly, type in the chat box understand. কিভাবে আইডিয়া জেনারেট করতে হবে যদি আপনাদের ধারণা থাকে, just I'm giving you the solution. All you got to do is you got to ask questions to the topic. So where, when, what time, how, with whom, how long, any interesting memory, any incident. That's it. If you answer it, you can speak at least 2 to 3 minutes, right? So this is the solution for QCAT. So make sure you practice like this way. So now I'm giving you the example. This is your homework. So tomorrow I'd like to see your presentation for at least 3 minutes. Try to speak at least 3 minutes. So how are you going to practice it? First of all, you need to take the topic, then you need to write the question, ask the question, then you need to answer it, then you need to extend it. Okay, these are the 4 steps. I'm repeating it. So first of all, ask the questions to the topic. Step 2, answer it. Number 3, extend it with some sort of examples. Right. So this is how I need to practice QCAT. So now I can see you have answered me all the questions. So this is how, if I were you, I would practice like this way. Jodi ami apnar jagay hotam tahle ami ei bhabe practice kortam. First of all, a holiday enjoyed the most. Where did you go? I went to Scotland, especially different beauty spots in Scotland. When did you go there? I went there 6 months ago. Why did you go there? I went there because that's a beautiful country in the world. How did you go there? Well, I went there by train, then we rented a car. How long did you stay? So I stayed there for a week. And any interesting memory with that particular holiday? Yes, I had interesting memory. I will describe that in a minute, right? So part 1, I got the topic, I asked the questions. Part 2, I answered it, right? Now I'm giving a presentation. This is how I'm going to give a presentation, right? So you're going to start with, hi Brian, this is Habib. Today I'd like to share with you a topic. The topic is a holiday I enjoyed the most. This is how I need to start. Do you get me? Did you understand? If you understood, please type in chat box understood. So this is gonna be your beginning. Hi everyone, or in the exam hall you can say, well, I'd like to share a topic. The topic is a holiday I enjoyed the most. Then you should start, right? So as a presentation, you should say, hi everyone, this is Habib. Today I'd like to share with you a topic. The topic is a holiday I enjoyed the most. I think you should copy it. You should model it then, and then you should use it, right? So this is how you're gonna start. Well, the topic I'd like to share with you is a holiday I enjoyed the most. I went to Scotland. It's a beautiful country in the world, and I went there 6 months ago. Basically, I had a holiday with my wife. And I went there because that's a beautiful place. I mean, many friends and family members, they recommended me to go there, and I watched a lot of YouTube videos regarding that, and we went to Scotland, especially the countryside, because it's the most beautiful place in Scotland. And we went to different places, especially, for example, Inverness, then Loch Ness, Fort William, and there are such a beautiful place. I can't express my word. And I went there by train, first of all, from London to Glasgow. And you know, the Glasgow is a second capital of Scotland. We stayed in a hotel. There was a nice hotel downtown. And then once we went there, we had a discussion with the hotel managers that how we can visit different places and what could be the best transportation. And there were 9 members with us, so we rented a car with 9 seats, and we just visited different places one by one, and we just had our lunch and dinner in the hotel, and we tried different foods as well. And you know, we stayed there for 7 days, and last 3 days we stayed in a caravan. Basically, it's a temporary house, and once you go there, you'll see a lot of caravans over there. It's a area, you know, with the boundary so that other people cannot come inside, especially the tourists. They stay there during the night when they go there. And we stayed in a caravan for 3 days, 3 nights. And this was a nice place. I mean, we had kitchen, everything like a home. And we did shopping nearby town, and we bought a lot of vegetables, fish, and we cooked rice, fish, and vegetables. And yeah, that was a beautiful holiday I ever had. So there were a lot of interesting memory in that particular holiday, and I had so many. I'm not sure which one I'm going to share with you. Okay, so one thing I'd like to share with you is that that's an interesting memory. Is once we went to Isle of Boat. Basically, you cannot go there by driving. You got to take ferry, and it took like 1 hour from this side to that side. And once you go there, you will not find a lot of houses over there, restaurants and all that stuff. So you need to find really hard to get a restaurant. And that time we didn't find any restaurant to have our lunch. So what we did is we had some sort of snacks and we ate. And after that, we were coming back from that Isle of Boat. And during the ferry, we were starving. However, so once we come to the ferry, we ordered some foods to the shop. And that time, you know, we so me and my friends went to the shop to get some fish and chips. And you know, our rent-a-car was inside the ferry, but the shop was outside the ferry, and we missed the ferry. And we had to wait 1 more hour to get the next ferry. And the whole family members, you know, they shouted at me, they laughed at me, they said, you missed the ferry, and we didn't have the food as well. So we starved 1 hour more, and we wasted 1 hour time as well. So you got to be very careful in the next time. So that was the interesting and painful memory with that particular holiday. Thanks for listening to me. Right? So this is how you need to extend your answer. So the examiner, they would like to see whether you have got some sort of English fluency. They know if you have got the ability to generate ideas. They would like to know if you are using some sort of good vocabularies, some sort of connectors, and with good pronunciation. So that's the examiner is looking for. So if you can deliver that, you're gonna get 7, 7.5, 8 in IELTS exam, especially in speaking, right? So this is your homework, I would say. So make sure you submit your homework tomorrow. So before finishing this class, we're gonna just wrapping out in a minute. Just I'd like to ask you, how many of you would like to submit your homework tomorrow? Please type in the chat box very quickly. Type in the chat box me. I'd like to see. I'm really curious to see how many of you would like to submit your homework tomorrow. That's the first thing. Second thing I'd like to ask you is, can you please share this class in your Facebook? The third thing is, can you please message 5 people to be your speaking partner? So 3 instructions. Number 1 is, yeah, I think, yeah, so number 1 is you need to submit your homework. Number 2 is you need to share this on your Facebook. Number 3 is you need to send messages to 5 people, right? So do these 2 things right now. Share this class on Facebook and send message to 5 people. So when you come back to next class, I'd like to see I got a speaking partner and I schedule the time to speak in English. That's the thing I want to listen from you. So will you be able to get your speaking partner? If you are, please type in the chat box, yes, I will be. I will be able to get my speaking partner by sending 5 messages to 5 people, right? So I'd like to see. So will you be? So yeah, answer in the chat box, yes, I will be. Will you be able to get your speaking partner before coming to the next class? I'd like to make sure you get your speaking partner, you practice with them, you improve your fluency, and just a reminder, the questions. I mean, if you are struggling with fluency, I gave you how many questions? 1, 2, 3, 3 questions. So what do you do every day? What does your favorite person do every day? And what did you do yesterday? These 3 questions you need to practice 3 times in a day for next 30 days, right? So make sure you practice it. So that's all about today's class. If you've got any questions, please ask me in the chat box. Otherwise, we're gonna say goodbye and see you tomorrow's class. And lastly, I'd like to ask you, how did you find today's class? Give me the feedback. Is it okay? Is it excellent? Is it outstanding? Type in the chat box. Type in the chat box very quickly. How did you find this class? So thank you, everyone. So thank you.